Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Mostly Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clarence. Today I want to talk about Coach Gruden. But before I start, make sure you share, comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you are aware of all my latest content. Now, on to today's topic. I really bet Jon Gruden wish he would have stayed in the booth now and continued to be that golden boy he used to be. He's in some hot water due to some emails that recently surfaced. There's some kind of probe or something that's unrelated to him, but apparently he made these emails and had some racist remarks in them. Now, to recap, he had some choice words about Players Union President DeMaurice Smith, and I quote, "Dumb Boris Smith has lips the size of Michelin tires." Yeah. Now, he did offer up an apology. You know, the usual thing. You know, I'm not a racist. There's no racist bone in my body. All that good stuff. But what I like about it most was his explanation for the racist statement. He said, someone who is a liar has rubber lips, but he went too far. First of all, I've never heard that before. If you've heard that before, rubber lips meaning liars, let me know in the comments below and tell me what the origin of that was. Never heard that before. But second, and most importantly, if it wasn't really meant that way, then the I'm not a racist part wouldn't even be necessary. He would just say, hey, I insulted the dude. I didn't realize it had any kind of racial meaning. But he couldn't say that because he knew damn well what he meant. Now, he did end up coaching last weekend, and the Raiders came out and they looked listless and disinterested, and they lost, and I appreciate that because they played my Bears. But that was to be expected after all of the controversy going on, you know, and everything. I mean, if I was one of those players, I definitely would be looking at him sideways come Sunday and pretty much have zero respect for him at that point. So it'd be kind of hard to, you know, play for the man. But I thought maybe he could save his job if he could string some wins together and get the locker room back. But since then, even more emails surfaced, and there was no way he was going to survive these. Now, he has officially stepped down and released a statement. I have resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of the Raider Nation. I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt anyone. Now, I learned about him stepping down before I actually saw what he said in these other emails. And unpopular opinion, I didn't think it was all that bad. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, considering, you know, what he said. Now, his mistake was he made some comments about a couple of really protected groups right now. And that's women and the LGBTQ plus people. You can't say anything. You say something about one of those groups and you're done. I mean, it's very difficult to come back from that. Now, let me get this straight. He used some derogatory racial imagery, very racial imagery, right? But he felt like a simple, I'm sorry and I'm not a racist, that was going to be good enough, and he could just go right back into that locker room and just continue to be the leader of all those black men like everything was all good. Then it comes out that he was not in favor of female referees. He called the commissioner a faggot and was critical of when they drafted the gay player, Fisher, drafted, I can't think of that guy's name now. He was only there for a couple of, didn't even make it past camp. But anyway, but now after he says these things and it comes out, now he wants to quit. Now he cares about being a distraction. I was actually going to give dude some props. I mean, he was willing to take the heat and try to prove he wasn't what we thought he was, you know, from those emails. But now, to me, he's even worse than what I thought he was. Not only did he prove we were right about him to think the worst of him in the first place, he figured he could survive the black backlash. He figured that was cool. He knew that black people, for the most part, were very forgiving. And we just want to move on and we try to turn the other cheek and do the best we can. But he knew that Rainbow Crew was coming. And then he knew that Me Too group was going to come for him too. And they're not so willing to just let things go. They don't just let things fly on the radar. When they want to cancel you, they run that thing into the ground. So instead of him facing them, he tucked his tail and ran. Now, to me, he proved he's not a man at all. He's just a coward with rubber lips. With that being said, I'm going to close it out right here. Now, do you guys think he should have just kept his job and just waited until they actually fired him? Personally, I think I would have had more respect for him if he just stood there and faced everything like a man instead of running away. But that's just me. You guys let me know in the comments below. Oh, who do you want to see as the next coach? Let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.